In this video, I'm going to show you how to set a custom release date in DistroKid. First things first, in order to do this, in case you didn't know, you actually need the Musicians Plus account, not the normal musician account. DistroKid is typically $25 a year for unlimited releases. In order to set a custom release date, you need to get the Musicians Plus account, which is $45 a year. I'm going to be honest, for the extra $20 a year, so it's $45 a year, 100% worth it, mainly for two reasons. One, when I go down here, I can see the extra features of the Musicians Plus account. The daily streaming stats, not worth it, I'm not gonna lie. Customizable iTunes pricing, also not worth it. But the main two are one, the custom release date, and two, a custom label name. I've talked about this in so many videos, but when you release something on DistroKid, an album, single, EP, whatever, the label is DistroKid. No offense to DistroKid, I just find that kind of tacky. So in this case, you can have your own custom label name. So anyway, you have to sign up first off with the Musicians Plus account. Once you do, I'm gonna go to upload and then upload music. So we're gonna start the typical process of uploading a song. And when I go down here, I'm gonna go all the way here to release date. Now this means I can set a custom release date. So let's say you're like, hey, I'm gonna be releasing something on, let's say March 1st. I don't know. I'm gonna go here, go to let's say March 1st, and just click that. Now once you do, a few other features pop up. First off, the release time. It's kind of cool that you want to release, let's say, at a specific time. Like you want to do, I know a lot of people are big with the number 444. So if I go like 444, so I can do this, right? So not only is the custom release date going to be on March 1st, but at exactly 4:44 a.m. or p.m., depending on which one you want, you could have the release time. This is a great feature. Let's say if you're doing a big social media push, of course, not only for the release date, but let's say you want to do kind of some live thing, like you go live on YouTube or on TikTok or on Instagram, and you kind of like build up until 4:44 p.m. when it drops. Another big one, and this is really cool, is the time synchronization. So this is in the listener's time zone or simultaneously all other countries at the same time, regardless of time zone. So what that means is should it be 4:44 p.m. in the listener's time zone or this? I actually think the latter's the better. The reason why is, let's say someone lives in LA versus, let's say, New York. That means that in some cases, in a lot of cases, excuse me, someone can get the album or that single, that EP faster than another person can, just depending upon their time zone. I kind of like this, that what that means is that 4:44 p.m. in New York time and simultaneously all other countries at the same time, regardless of their time zone, it will be released at the exact same moment. So you can say, hey guys, I don't know, like I'm actually doing like a big live stream. So you can start live streaming at noon. You say, hey guys, at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, at 12 p.m. New York time, I'm gonna start live streaming. I'll be live streaming for the next 6 hours. For the first 4-ish hours, I'm gonna be talking about this album, my newest album. And then for the next hour, from 4:44 to, like, say, 5:44, the album's an hour long. I'll be talking about it. We'll be listening to it live on camera, blah, 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 right? So you can kind of do this however you want. Again, you could do default if it makes it a little bit easier, but I do kind of like the fact that when an album does get released, everybody can listen to it at that moment, and depending upon your time zone, this might be unfortunate, right? So keep that in mind. And then lastly, we have pre-order. For iTunes and Amazon, we have no, don't let anybody buy it before the release date, or yes, people can pre-order it. I can also now set the pre-order start release date. I'd like to want to have people pre-order the album. This is a very popular feature. Although I will say I am filming this video in January of 2026, I feel like buying albums isn't really what it used to be. Like, this feature was really good maybe 10 years ago, but I feel like now that the big thing is really streaming, and now a big thing is people not really purchasing music anymore. For better or for worse, you could argue that for a different video. This you could do though. Like, say you're like, hey, you know what? Let people pre-order it. I think that I'd say why not? It doesn't hurt. That way you have some money kind of rolling in before you even release the album. Not a bad idea. Now, there's one really important thing I have to mention at the end of this video, and that is this. Make sure your custom release date is set out a week, at least a week in advance. What I mean is, make sure when you do this, that you give enough time for the album, that single, that EP, to effectively be sent to stores, processed, all this kind of stuff. The last thing you want to do is cut it too close. Like, say you want to release on, again, March 1st, and it becomes February 24th or 25th, and you're just running late. And then you got to send everything to DistroKid, but there's one issue with your album artwork or your song. And then you have to kind of delete that release and then re-upload it, and now you're cutting it closer and closer. I would say, honestly, just to be super safe than sorry, I'd make sure to have at least a 2-week buffer. So let's say if I'm releasing an album on March 1st, or let's say April 1st even, or whatever I'm going to release it, whatever date I'm going to release it on, I probably want to release it and send it to DistroKid, and just Murphy's Law, you never know. Let's say something goes wrong, you never know. Probably a month in advance, maybe at least a couple weeks. So let's say if it's being released on March 1st, beginning to mid-February, I want to make sure that my album's fully done, ready to go. I've already done a bunch of marketing for it, all this kind of stuff. And as a result, I want people to be ready on March 1st. So therefore, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I'm going to send it to DistroKid, make sure it's fully processed beginning to mid-February. That way, when March 1st rolls around, all of the stores are ready. They have your album, that release, that EP, that single, whatever.